Before we start, let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed how some memories control your mood for years, while others barely affect you at all? How a single thought trigger anxiety, sadness, or self-doubt, even when nothing is actually happening in the present moment? What if the issue isn't what happened to you, but how your brain remembers it? Today, we will discuss The Right to Happiness by Samantha Shad. This book explores how writing is not only a creative act, but also a powerful tool that can transform your brain, change your perspective on the past, and influence how you navigate life. This video is not about becoming a writer. It's about understanding how the stories in your head shape your emotions and how you can start rewriting them consciously. Most people think writing is just a creative hobby, something you do when you have free time or inspiration. But what if I told you that writing stories can literally change how your brain works and how you process emotions? Not in a poetic or motivational way, in a neurological way. The stories you tell yourself every day shape how you feel, how you react, and how you see your own life. Your brain doesn't live in reality. It lives in stories. The story you tell yourself about who you are, about what happened to you, and about what is possible for your future. Two people can go through the same experience and walk away with completely different emotional consequences. The difference is not the event itself, but the narrative built around it. And those narratives repeat silently, day after day, shaping your emotions, your reactions, your decisions, and eventually your identity. Neuroscience indicates that the brain responds to vividly imagined or described experiences similarly to actual experiences. This means writing is not passive. Writing helps you process emotions, calm racing thoughts, and organize chaotic experiences. You are not just remembering the past. You are reshaping how the past is stored inside your nervous system, and that changes how it affects you in the present. One of the biggest misunderstandings about writing is believing that writing about emotions means reliving pain. But intentional writing does the opposite. It creates distance. It moves you from being trapped inside the experience to becoming the narrator who understands it. That shift alone reduces emotional intensity. You stop drowning in the memory and start observing it. Your brain is constantly searching for meaning. When something painful happens and no meaning is created, the brain keeps looping back to it, trying to resolve it. That's why unresolved experiences resurface later as intrusive thoughts, emotional triggers, or repeating patterns you don't fully understand. Writing gives your brain what it needs: closure through coherence. Another powerful effect of writing is awareness. When you write consistently, patterns start to emerge. The same fears, the same beliefs, the same emotional reactions. Once a pattern becomes visible, it becomes changeable. Awareness is the first real step toward emotional freedom, and writing accelerates that process in a natural and accessible way. This kind of writing doesn't require talent or long sessions. 10 minutes is enough. What matters is intention. Writing to understand, not to judge. Writing to observe, not to punish yourself. The goal is not forced positivity. The goal is clarity, and clarity naturally leads to emotional balance and better decisions. Writing also changes how your brain relates to the future. When you describe a future version of yourself with emotional realism, your brain starts treating it as a possible outcome instead of a fantasy. Motivation increases. Fear loses strength. Your actions begin to subtly align with the new narrative. Most people are already writing stories every day, just unconsciously. Stories like, "This always happens to me," or "This is just who I am." Writing consciously is how you interrupt that loop. And when you interrupt it, you regain choice. Choice over meaning, choice over identity, choice over how your past influences your present. Writing, done this way, is not about being happy all the time. It's about becoming more stable, more grounded, and less reactive. Because when you understand your own story, it stops controlling you. You are already living inside a narrative. The only real question is whether you're letting it write itself, or whether you're finally ready to take the pen and rewrite it. If this video made you reflect, let me ask you one last thing. What is one story about yourself that you've been repeating for years without even realizing it? Leave it in the comments. I read them all. And if this kind of content helps you understand your mind a little better, give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. If you want to go deeper into this idea, the book The Right to Happiness by Samantha Shad is linked in the description and in the first pinned comment. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.